To Willoughby or not to Willoughby? That is the question. And the answer is simple. It's the Xtra Factor!
Hello and welcome to the Xtra Factor. Yes, the last note has barely been sung, but we're here to rock you for the next hour with all of the latest from the X Factor before anyone else can get even close. Tonight we'll be dissecting the X with comedian Jason Manford, journalist Gordon Smart and super soulful Joss Stone. Look, they're all here. Hello. Thumbs up, all good? Enjoyed yourself? Joss, good? Good. All right, we'll have a chat about that a little bit later. But first of all, let's just have a little chat to see what everybody thought of tonight's show. Who was your favourite?
Ollie.
Ollie. Now, was it because he tore open his shirt at the end?
Might have been, yeah.
Might have had something to do with that. I have to say, my knees were a little bit weak at that moment. Oh, well, I don't really need to ask you, do I, who your favourite? You are Stacey's...
Dad.
Stacey's daddy! So you must be so proud of her.
It's unbelievable. It's something you just can't imagine. It's just... What can I say? She's amazing.
She is amazing. And Simon said that she had the miracle of walking tonight. I imagine you've seen her walk quite a lot throughout your life.
It did take her a few years when she was younger, but unfortunately Simon was actually right. I wanted to see her use the stage a little bit, and she did tonight. And I tell you what, best performance so far.
Ah, one very, very proud daddy right here. And who have we got down here? Who are you a fan of tonight?
I'm Daniel Johnson's mum's.
Oh! Oh, and is he okay?
Ask him. It's just been absolutely unreal. The terrible stuff that's been written, I can't understand where any of it has come from. It's absolutely disgusting. He's a lovely, lovely guy. I'm going to say that because I'm his mum.
No, I know him, and he is a lovely guy.
He's not. This person who's being portrayed is just absolutely unreal.
Oh, thank you, Daniel's mummy. Big round of applause. Right, we're going to be debriefing with the judges in a sec, but if something or someone from tonight's show is getting your knickers in a twist, we need to know about it. Did Daniel lose his mojo? His mum says no. What do you say? John and Edwards tonight, were they the night of the living dead? Always splits the audience, that one. Well, if you want to get in touch, here's how you do it. Give us a call on 090 11 22 1100. You've only got 20 seconds, so keep it quick. Or you can text studio plus your comment to 87103. Or drop us an email by logging on to itv.com/X Factor and following the instructions. Or head to our Facebook page at facebook.com/The X Factor. Or you can send us a tweet via twitter.com/The X Factor. Calls cost 25p from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles will be considerably more. Text costs 25p per message plus standard network rates. Unfortunately, we can't use them all. Now, the judges spend their lives sat behind a desk on the main show, but we have somewhere far more glamorous for them. It's the desk on our show. Much, much better. It's the judges! I'm so excited. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you here. Brilliant show. Again, Rock Week rocked. And it's obvious because we've had so many calls and emails, and in fact, we've got something rather clever to show you. Have a look at this. This is our extra clever board where people have kind of been put on here and phone calls will be going mad. So we're going to start straight away, and you get to pick who you want to talk to. So we've got phone calls, emails, Twitters.
Can I start?
Yes.
I'd like to go to line 8, please.
Line 8. Girls jealous of Simon. Let's go to Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Holly.
How are you doing?
I'm not too bad, thank you.
By the way, welcome, Michelle, to the show.
Thank you very much.
Michelle, what is all this? Girls jealous of Simon? This is your moment to speak to him.
I think that Louis, Danny and Cheryl are completely jealous because I feel that they would have loved Daniel in their category, and to be so negative towards Daniel is unprofessional, and I don't understand it, and I'd like to know why they feel it necessary to do it.
Well, Danny
point.
said that Daniel lost his mojo tonight. Do you think that, Michelle?
I think it's because, I've got to be honest, I'm quite upset that they have acted in such a negative way towards him, and I think it's just bordering on bullying behaviour and harassment by them.
Danny, what do you want to say about that?
Michelle, if you honestly think that that performance was the essence of Daniel that we saw the first time, you know, he came on as an audition, I don't think you can compare the two. I was saying that I was upset not to see him you know, be happy and be himself on stage. Something was missing. He lost his mojo.
Okay.
He's a great singer. Can't ever take that away from him.
Well, Michelle, you keep voting for him, OK? Thank you very much for
will,
calling.
definitely.
Thank you, Michelle. It was a very good call.
OK, anyone else? Cheryl, would you like to...
I'll choose one. 4, Daniel can't win.
Oh. On the flip side, yeah, is that Laura on the line?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Laura. Welcome to the show. Tell us what you think, Laura.
Do you think Daniel can still win, seeing as nobody actually likes him at all?
What? Oh. OK, so Laura, are you a Daniel fan or not?
No, I'm not a Daniel fan, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Simon?
Look, Laura, look, I don't agree with you. I don't think the guy's been given a fair shot. I think it's all about him being this horrible person. He's not a horrible person. And the problem is that when he's actually confident, he gets accused of being cocky.
Yeah.
And then tonight, when he plays it down, he's lost his mojo. So
No, but that was so the extreme. It was like a different person.
He's broken him.
But a lot of this, but you're kind of saying he's broken, and we're talking about the bad press all the time. And Louis, you actually said something quite poignant tonight, and we've got a clip of what you said, which I thought was quite true. Let's just have a look at this.
The twins have had the worst press ever. Yeah. And they come out smiling every week. They come out smiling every week, and this man has...
So listen, you're going to come out...
Well, that's kind of true, isn't it? I mean, if anyone's had the worst press, it has been them. They've had been the twin campaign. They've had so much.
Yeah, but there's a difference. There's a difference. They can't sing, Daniel can.
But Simon, they can... Simon, they're likeable. It's all about being likeable, and they can entertain.
Well,
and they're very young kids.
Why you're on the show.
They're very, very young kids. Can I take a call?
Yes, you can.
Can I take the first one? Will Simon quit?
Will Simon quit? That's Val. Have we got Val on the line?
Yes, yeah, I'm here, yeah.
Hi, Val. What's your question?
Yeah, Simon, if John and Edward win the X Factor, will you really leave the country and quit?
Well, I was thinking about it tonight because I think, now I mention that I might leave, I think more people are voting for them. No, I do.
Absolutely.
So,
Simon, if you leave, I'll buy you a one-way ticket. I absolutely will.
I promise you this, more people would rather see you leave than me leave. That is a fact.
You think so?
Yes. No, but to
I
answer
left
the
before. You brought me back.
That was different. the point I was trying to make, Val, is it would be, excuse me, a disaster if they won the competition.
For the reason being, I mean, if they're voted for, those are going to be the people buying the single. So therefore, is it really?
No, I think it's a vote to wind me up now. I genuinely do.
Well, I hope it works. I hope people vote for the twins, Simon. I really do.
OK, well, look, we've got a caller on the line. It's Heidi from the Sugar Babes. Hello, Heidi.
Hello, Heidi.
Hello.
Hi, darling. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Have you been watching the show tonight?
I have, yeah.
What do you want to say?
I really enjoyed the show. My favourites on tonight's performances were Rachel and Ollie. I'm usually a massive fan of Daniel, but I don't think it was as nice tonight.
You think he's struggling as well? She thinks Daniel's struggling.
I think, he's had a tough week, and especially with the press he's had, you can understand why it's got to him.
Yeah.
He is a fantastic singer, but tonight I think definitely Rachel and Ollie stood out.
So, Simon, how do you help someone like Daniel through all this bad press?
Well, more importantly, Heidi, how are you lot getting on now?
Oh, we're good, thank you.
Well, there's been one or two ructions in the camp, haven't there?
They could do with somebody like Rachel in that band.
Heidi, listen, thank you for calling, but we want to know what you think about the contestants, which is how would you guide them through the bad press? It's about them.
Who, me? Look, I've always said that if you're in the public eye... Are you talking to Heidi or me?
No, you.
Oh, I beg your pardon. If you're in the public eye, you are going to get good press and you're going to get tons of bad press. Just got to take it on the chin.
Yeah.
But it is difficult. The first time you've encountered it, particularly when it becomes things like the most hated contestant in the world, it's difficult to deal with. But we had a conversation in the week, me and Daniel. I think we've got his confidence back up and put things into perspective.
OK, Joseph got a little bit of a tough time from Simon tonight, saying that he was a bit stage school, and he's always been very consistent throughout it. You did say... Yeah, he did. Yeah. Yeah, you said it was a little bit stage school.
Little bit.
I thought he was brilliant. I think he's the most consistent vocally throughout the whole process.
And he sang a really big song. I mean, a young kid singing a Journey song. And
is that enough? I mean, when he's up against someone like Lloyd, who's incredibly popular, I mean, we know all the Facebook sites...
He's incredibly popular, believe me.
Joe will be in the final.
Even if
You say that about everyone.
Only about 2 or 3. About 2 people.
Can we have more telephone calls supporting me, please?
Yeah, we can.
like
Who
that
else
part.
have we got on the line? Which line do you want to go for? We've got Andrea. Can the twins win? Unfortunately, it's not about you. Andrea.
Hello, Holly, how are you?
Hello. What would you like to say?
I have a question for Louis. Do you think the twins can win the show?
You know, if they get enough votes, they can win. It's up to the public. A lot of people love them. Young girls everywhere on the street.
And Louis, if they won, would you continue to be their manager?
Of course I would, yeah.
You would?
If they won, absolutely, yeah.
Can I just get something straight? There's a lot of press. I mean, the press about the twins is ridiculous. We've got so much here, but there's one thing that's been saying that they've been getting the most percentage of the votes. Now, can we just clear this up right here?
We don't know.
That's something that's
We never
never
get the
been
votes.
released,
No.
is it?
We never
so
get the
whenever they
votes.
say this in the press, that's a lie.
Holly, we
Well, it's
never
not a lie.
get the
I mean,
votes.
it's just you don't know. I mean, they might have information we don't know, but we genuinely don't know every week.
Honestly, we never
afraid
ever
that
know.
they're wrong.
We get the votes when the show's all finished. On the final night, Richard Holloway shows
Yeah,
us the votes.
we release them on this.
That's the only time we
one
ever
of my
get.
favourite bits. OK, well, look, thank you. Tomorrow night, we find out which actor's going to be going home. Until then...
And I'd like to say thank you once again to Michelle. Thank you.
Favourite caller of the night. Thank you. Judges. Join us after the break when I'll be chatting to our finalists. Plus, I'll be going over tonight's show with our very own Sunita, funny man Jason Manford, celebrity scribe Gordon Smart, and the soulful Miss Joss Stones. I wonder if they're all going to turn up wearing leaves. See you after the break. Welcome back to the Extra Factor. Now, the ITV1 audience may be jumping ship, but we've managed to nab some stowaways who'll be sticking their oar into all things X. This is our People's Panel. Give me some... A virgin People's Panel, I might say. We'll be talking to them in a minute, but first, they say good things come in small packages, and there's really no smaller package than our little studio, and there are 4 very good things in it right now. Our panel, firstly, is a man who can tickle your funny bone. It's Jason Manford. Next is Grammy-winning soul sensation Joss Stone. Any friend of Simon Cowell is a friend of ours. It's calmly wearing singer Sunita. And finally, we have a man who spends so much time writing about celebs, he's practically become one himself. It's the Sun's Gordon Smart. Hello. Right, here we go. You all right?
Yeah.
Great show, huh?
Fun.
OK, Joss.
Hello.
Who did you like tonight?
I liked Rachel.
Rachel.
I love her voice.
Good. Well,
Gorgeous.
I'm glad you said this, because she struggled to begin with this competition, but it seems she's found herself. Well, she was in the bottom 2, she nearly went out.
They were talking about what she was wearing and her hair and all sorts of silliness. It doesn't make a difference. Who cares?
So it's all about the voice?
Oh, yeah, it's about the music. I mean, hang on. Is this show about music?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Are we all clear?
Yes.
OK, then cool.
Yeah, but wait a minute. When she changed her image, she seemed to get out of the bottom too.
She felt more
I
confident.
think people
maybe.
warmed to her
You've
more.
got-
At the end
you've
of the
got a
day,
point,
you can
Sunita.
change your hair, you can change your lip gloss, you can change your shoes. But we, as you know, people that are listening to the music, shouldn't really be talking about that.
But it is also a
matter.
TV show, Joss. So you've also got to have that element of
It's
image
true.
and all of that as well, isn't that right?
She wants to feel good about
I
herself.
know, I think it matters. Of course
Yeah.
it matters. I think if they dressed it differently, I would have enjoyed the performance more.
No.
Say that about Lucy. We were talking about Lucy
No, we
earlier.
were
Jason,
talking,
as the show
You're
happened.
so in love with Lucy, it's ridiculous.
Like, come on, she's beautiful, isn't she? I'm a married man, Holly.
No, I
But let's
agree.
be honest, you know, if you wear the right thing, it does make a difference, doesn't it? You know, if you put John and Edward on in a pair of shorts tonight, it wouldn't have worked quite as well.
Not how they feel.
And
That's a bad example.
Jason,
Yeah,
who
terrible
did you like? Are you a fan of the twins?
Well, it's weird actually because my wife's just given birth to twins, so every time I see in the paper, like they're like 10 weeks old, so they're not as annoying as them two. But every time I see it in the paper, like you know, people having a go at the twins, I feel a little bit like defensive of them. You know, I feel like all twins come together. You know,
Twins unite.
Twins unite. Yeah.
They're getting the most press than anyone. And I was watching the 10 o'clock news, and I couldn't quite believe what I was seeing. Look at this.
And finally, love them or hate them, there's no getting away from X Factor twins, Jedward. Their unique style has won them an army of fans and could ultimately win them a lucrative record contract. But one thing they are guaranteed not to win is the support of Simon Cowell.
See, can you believe it? It's ridiculous. They've made it to the news at 10.
But Simon's not. Simon's doing it wrong, I think, because like in the paper last week he said something like, if they win, he's leaving the country. I mean, my dad doesn't even watch X Factor, and even he was asking for the number. You know what I mean?
So that's the problem. It's
not doing himself any favours.
Simon's not here to hear you. What is your honest opinion of John and Edward?
Okay, for me personally, I do love them, but I kind of hang out with them as people, but I
Yeah.
can see why Simon doesn't.
Right.
Remember, whoever wins gets a record deal with his company. He's not feeling it. It's not great. And also, is this going to become a thing where people vote for them just to annoy Simon, and then they don't buy the record when they make it? Remember Michelle McManus?
Yeah.
Everyone, they made her win, and then nobody bought the album.
Simon says he'll leave the country. He lives in LA. Does that mean he's coming back to Britain?
But the British public have got a sense of humour, and that's why every single week they keep getting voted back in. And if you think about it, on Wednesday, I'm thinking, I can't wait to see what John and Edward do on Saturday. I'm not thinking, can't wait to see what Rachel's doing on Saturday, even though I think she's brilliant.
Well, we've got a caller on the line who's, I think is a Rachel fan, actually. Who's on the line? Oh, is it Edward?
Yep, it's Edward on the line.
Hello, Edward. Is it Rachel you like or don't like?
Not really.
Okay.
My question to the panel really is Rachel being herself to stay in the competition?
Oh, I see.
As I've noticed her persona has changed since the first 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, it is true.
I have no idea, I didn't see it. But...
Well, she's had this big image overhaul, and we did kind of point out that she was starting to talk slightly like Stacey. She kind of was changing. She was almost like they've been hanging out a long time, and they sort of rubbed off on each other. And she's now changed her hair. She's got the Danny Minogue look and the Stacey personality.
It's the pressure, though, isn't it? It's the pressure from everybody else around talking about her.
Yeah.
But are any of them themselves? You know what I mean?
Well,
we were talking about this before, weren't we?
Hey, I don't wear all this makeup every single day.
Yeah.
You know, it's only because you're
on
not
the
in the
telly.
room, by the way. You know, you don't do that.
But
you have to
Jamie
be
Afro
yourself
had
when
a
you're
big
singing.
tall order tonight because he was the rocker of the group, and so when it was Rock Week, he suddenly had to show everything. Do you think he did well tonight? Do you think he came out and proved himself?
Oh, the big Afro, yeah. I think he did well.
You liked him?
Yeah.
Good.
I did.
You're not saying anything down there, Gordon.
I'm not so sure. What do you expect from him again? It was a great song choice, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought he performed it well. He looked a little bit like Mel B with the eyeliner on and the big hair, I thought. I said that because she was nasty to me last week. But yeah, I thought he was good. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. It didn't leave me gobsmacked. Ollie was the star of tonight. That was my
But where does that line get drawn between? Like, I thought Jamie was very confident. He come out and he got the crowd. He's doing high fives with the audience and that. But then Daniel gets, he was little Daniel. This week he was a bit sort of shy because he's been. People keep having a go at him for being overconfident.
I said last week that he needed to be brought down a peg or two. He's been brought down about 6 pegs, hasn't he?
I know, too much.
I felt when he came on. But then, as Jason made a great point earlier on, he said, all this stuff that he's taken to heart. Think how bad John and Edward must feel.
Yeah, but there's a difference. There's a difference, though. I think people just not saying you can't sing. They know they're not great singers. But being compared to Hitler...
It's a bit more personal, isn't it?
Yeah, the guy, he's, 25 years old? He's still a really young guy. And all he's done is be really confident and do his best.
On his music and his voice.
But you can't go. You can't go on the internet and have a look. You'll always remember the bad points.
I know, always, and that is the problem. The negative sticks and the positive just.
I mean, everyone loves Barack Obama, but if you Googled him, then some people might not like him. You know what I mean? So
yeah, someone's
maybe.
There's always someone doesn't like somebody. You know what I mean?
Guys, listen, that's all our time up for here. But I'm going to go and see the People's Panel over there. And will you guys stay here and chip in too? Round of applause for the panel. Let's go see the People's Panel. Make way for a big bottom. Right, so let's find out what you guys think. First of all, you. Who was your favourite?
Daniel.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think he's had a really hard time recently.
Yeah.
I really like him. I thought he did... The end of the song I thought was fantastic. Beginning, maybe not so great, but I think he can come out of this fighting.
He was slightly out of tune at the top.
So sad.
But he's not. I think Jamie was arrogant tonight. He was too much.
Okay, so this brings my question in. Where does arrogance begin and confidence end?
The only person that can get away with being arrogant and cocky is Simon Cowell.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. So it's he can only do it and nobody else?
Only he can get away with it, yeah. Daniel's got like a persona when he comes on stage, and that's who he tries to be. Because everyone's beating him down over it, and that's just.
I think he went too far. It's like he was stood there like a schoolboy, and he had his
Okay, I know what'll get you all going. John and Edward.
If John and Edward had nothing on stage with them at all, and just a black stage, nothing, and they sang just themselves.
Do you think it's unfair? Do you think it's unfair? Because they do seem to get all the party tricks, don't they? The big show.
John and Edward for Christmas #1.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, what about Ollie? Right, Ollie. We love Ollie. Is Ollie not the most handsome man and sexual man? When he did that ripping...
By far, I loved him from the start, and I still love him now.
He is very, very good. What about Lucy? She sort of turned it Oh my God, do you actually all agree on that?
She's brilliant tonight. I mean, she was awesome last week and she got such a bad deal for it.
Yeah.
And tonight, she just took a rock song, it was such a good song, and she just totally blew us away. The audience loved it.
Okay,
I've never been to Lucy's fan before, but she really turned it around for me today, and she really rocked out, and that was really good.
Is Jamie Afro, has he proved himself to be more than just a pub singer?
He was really good today. He was really good, yeah, definitely. He's a rock singer, and that's what he did. He was really good.
I disagree. I'm a Jamie fan. I really like Jamie, and I was expecting him to come out there and do a big performance, and he did give a big performance, but the song choice didn't really do him justice, and that was a real shame.
I thought something a bit more modern. I think.
Oh, really?
He didn't make it his own at all.
What about the judges? Do you agree with everything they say, or do you think Simon can be unfair to some people? Do you think he's unfair to...
Very pro his acts and not very supportive of the other ones, I think.
Do you think that's just because he wants to win the competition so much?
Yeah, probably. I think he kept saying that he's got 3 acts in the competition, but so's Danny as well.
Joss, I just wanted to ask you, because you thought the judges can sometimes take over the show, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, it's not about them. It's not about their competition.
Yeah.
But they're having a competition with each other. And that's ridiculous.
What about also, because Simon in the press this week has been talking about that the girls spend far too long in makeup and wardrobe than they do actually mentoring them, well, maybe, actually mentoring their judges. I mean, Sunita, how long does Simon take to get ready?
Well, he has to blow dry his hair, come on.
I mean, that's got to take a long time, right? It takes time.
Wait, though.
We're never your assignment back through. Well, listen, thank you very much. A little round of applause. Well, we've all deliberated and digested tonight's show, and it's now up to you to decide who leaves you wanting second and who has bit off a little bit more than they could chew. Here are the numbers you need to dial.
Sweet
if we were a person, our general obsession with all things X would have warranted a restraining order by now. But as with the Xtra Factor, we can get up and close, as personal as we like to this lot. It's your X Factor finalists. So, well done. You two, look at you.
Yeah, we got like makeup on our face.
I know. You've got that guy liner on.
It's so
and
weird
everything.
because we're just John and Etta, but this week we're rock stars. Like, we got makeup and everything.
You are
yeah, like
Edward and John. Edward.
Rock
Are you
star.
boys all right?
Yeah, we're okay. Everyone's okay.
Good, good.
I don't know what to say.
Well, listen, it's been a busy week, really busy week. In fact, we were there the whole way through, so should we just take a little look at what you've been up to? Have a look.
This is it. Miss Frank.
It's really difficult on Sundays because obviously someone has to leave.
It's going to happen every week, and it's going to get even worse. It's going to get even worse. There's no such word as worser. Worse.
We just got to pick ourselves back up and get on with it.
We're going now to see with friends and family. Yeah!
Just have to wait in line. We're second in charge now. Everybody else comes first.
Is that right?
She's brilliant and we love her.
So we're on my way back from the studio back to the house. It's very late and we're all very tired, as you can tell. Are you alright? On Sunday nights when we get back from the show, we generally just munch out on food.
As soon as I get back from Sundays, I need to get home and get comfortable. Wear pajamas, which are pretty cool if I may add.
Tomorrow is a brand new day with brand new songs for a brand new week.
Night, guys. See you at rehearsals, Mama. Woo! Rock week. Yeah! I'm a rock star.
There's so many girls kissing me. It's like a dream come true.
I've got to do a bit of this. That's basically it, really. I'm about to go and get changed into my pumpkin outfit. Oh, yes! John and I are now vampires, and we are going to have some fun. John, you're not a real vampire, okay?
See, it's not all hard work. I tell you what, though, it is a busy, busy week, and then it all culminates tonight on stage. And Stacey, you were brilliant today. A complete miracle, Simon said. You walked.
I know. I can't believe it.
Did you ever think you'd get so much praise
I never
for
thought I'd
walking?
walk, no. It was so much fun. I actually thought, yeah, I never thought I'd get so much praise for walking.
So do you think you're going to make this go one step further and maybe actually do some dancing? Maybe
I think people were expecting a dance. And I just came out and walked. But they were disappointed.
Can you dance? Is there a reason
I don't
for
know.
saying this?
I like dancing, doesn't mean I can.
Oh, I think we'll have to be the judge of that. Where's Ollie? Ollie, firstly, your flash of your chest thing was the most wonderful thing I've ever seen.
I just want to say sorry to everyone for getting it out, because it's not pretty,
I
damn it.
don't really think you need to apologise. I think you made a lot of people very happy. Daniel, are you okay?
I'm alright. I'm okay.
I do worry about you. I really, at one point tonight, I almost thought you were going to stop because it just seemed like you looked down and it was like you were so crestfallen.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't actually hear the music at the beginning at all.
Right.
It kind of got changed a little bit from how I was coming in. And then I just couldn't hear it, and then I just thought, right, I do what Rachel did and just try and smash it at the end, you know what I mean? Like, everyone has those moments, and I just took what Rachel does, and she's brilliant, you know.
Do you think that the press has got the better of you? I mean, do you think, because everybody was sort of saying you lost your mojo, do you think that it might have...
Thanks, Joss. No, I just, you know, you kind of hear about it and stuff like that, and even if you read it or not, you still hear about it, so I guess it gets to all of us, and just this week it was kind of a lot on me, but... You know what I mean? It happens to all of us, so to complain about it, like, would be silly. But, you know, I feel very happy to be here, and I've got some great people here, by the way. And by the way, Stacey is the best swayer of us all, so she can dance.
Really? She can sway?
Yeah, she can sway.
Let me just ask Joss and Sunita, like, how do you deal with the press? Like, what do you do? If you're getting lots of bad press, do you just not read it?
Regardless, really, don't you?
Yeah, you
do
have
what
to.
you do.
You have to
Just
carry
ignore
on.
him.
Yeah.
At least they're talking about you.
Yes.
You know, they wouldn't say anything if they weren't interested.
But as a performer as well, a lot of the time, you'll have read like 100 nice things and then one horrible thing, and you'll remember the one horrible thing. You'll skim over the nice one. I read reviews. All the nice ones, I go, forget the nice ones. What do the horrible ones say?
But I mean, Gordon, I'm so sorry because I know you're sat there, but it's not a bad thing. I think this is what you guys are going to have to learn. Like, although there are bad things, it helps a lot, the power of the press, and it really does. Like you said, Gordon, it will help to sell those albums eventually.
Sell albums. And when you come out as well, you make these relationships with newspapers, you'll be fine. You know, Daniel came up to me 3 weeks ago when I was doing an interview with Michael Caine, and he came over, said hello. You'll be fine, Daniel. You know, the people that are writing things about you haven't met you, right? And when you meet them, shake their hand, they've got to look you in the eye again the next time they see you. And if they've done something wrong, that'll make them feel pretty awkward, right? But you know, if they judge you on your ability and on your talent, then that's fine, you know, and they will do, because you're a talented lad. You'll be fine. And for everybody else as well, they'll be fine. It'll help you sell records. You get on with the press fine, as long as you don't step out of line and get too big for your boots. As some people do. Some stars do that, and you know, when that happens, then expect to have bad stuff written about you. But if you're honest to yourself and you're a decent person, you'll be fine.
It's the beginning for them, so no, you will learn this in time. Well, your skin gets thicker, but this is the beginning.
Well, two people with the thickest skins in the industry is the twins here. I mean, you've literally every week you've just bounced back, and tonight was an incredible performance.
Thank you.
You were on News at 10 last night. Did you guys realise this?
I bet we're just focused on, like, we came to this competition and you have to go out there and just focus what the main focus is, going out there on Saturday and just put on a performance. And it was Rock Week, so we just wanted to rock it out. And then you don't see a rock star standing on stage, kind of, they go all out. Everybody's at home, they've just gone trick-or-treating and they just want to see a big rock performance.
No,
they have all the sweets, they want to go.
Let me just ask you something, because I have to ask you this. When people keep going, but it's different, they can't sing, well, how on earth do you get the courage to come out and then sing? Like...
I feel like it all comes with it. Like, you see these major pop stars, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, they all get this, and then you have to realise that, I'm not putting ourselves in that category, but you have to realise that it all comes with it, and that with bad press comes good press, so you just need to focus on and just put it aside and go out there on Saturday and just go for it.
Well, the one thing you have absolutely mastered is the art of performance and coming out and delivering something every week. Do you just kind of look at Brian and go, are you mad? You want us jumping in the audience and bouncing around? And
I think he knows that we're able for it, but sometimes we might mess up a bit, but we're still always going to perform. But sometimes, you know, like you said it again, when we first came with that, we were like, oh my God, how the hell are we going to do this?
You still got the moves.
But I feel like we're working with like all the top people, so there's no reason why we shouldn't go out there and perform.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've got a caller on the line. Is that Andrew? Hi, Andrew.
How are you?
Hello, I'm good. You've got a question, haven't you?
I have got a question.
Fire away.
I want to know whether the contestants are a little bit jealous of the attention that John and Edward have been getting.
Anyone feel a little bit jealous?
Anyone?
I don't think so.
Do you know, they got a lot
We
of
don't get that
fans,
much attention.
so, and they treat them so well. And
It's
not
even remember their names.
Anyone
remember
else.
all their names. And I think we're really like close to our friends with our friends. We don't see, oh, they're our fans. We'd be nice to them all. Like, we're really approachable. Like, anything they want us to sign, we're just like, yeah, make it cute.
I just think when someone's proper nice and genuine, you don't care how much attention they get because you're just happy for them because they're nice people. Like,
And also, we watched in the beginning when people were having a go at these guys, and we knew them personally, and they're two of the loveliest guys you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
And we love the fact they're getting so much attention and a lot of positive attention as well. So
yeah, and it is a competition as well, so there is going to be an element of all of that. Andrew, thank you very much for calling in there.
No problem.
Guys, listen, that's it for this part. You're going to stick around and we'll meet up with them and chat with them a little bit more in a minute, so don't go away. I'll see you back here in a second. Happy Halloween! It may be Halloween, but there are no tricks in store for you. Only treats like this lovely lot. It's your finalist. Love this. I tell you what, buy your sound and paper today and go and cut this out. Look, you can make your own Jedward mask. Which one is it?
It's John. It's me. Which all you Edward fans It's just so funny that we're actually part of Halloween this year. Like, we didn't have to dress up. We're just John and Edward.
Don't think about it. Right, Lucy, let's talk about nice things like you, i.e. you had a great night tonight.
I did, yeah.
Much better than last week when Simon was going, you were acting and it wasn't you. He said, actually, this time you turned it around and you were quite a little bit of a rock chick there.
Yeah. I just had fun. I just went out and thought, do you know what? Just do it. just enjoy it. So.
He said that it brought you up to date and it made you more current and more modern. Does this feel more suited to you? Do you feel like this is...
I don't know, because like Rock Week, you wouldn't put me in that bracket and think, yeah, she fits it. But like, I really enjoyed it, and I've really enjoyed working really hard this week, and I don't know, maybe I'll do more of it.
Well, Cheryl said Little Avril Lavigne, and I think she might have been right, so well done you.
Thank you.
Jamie, gosh, you had a lot of pressure on your shoulders, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
At Rock Week, I mean, Cheryl was like, yeah, you just made up this whole night because of Jamie.
Yeah.
Sorry. So were you happy because last week you were a bit like,
Well, you know, it was difficult last week. It really wasn't. It knocked my confidence. But, I mean, I came back. I'll tell you something. The people out there, the people that have been writing to me and sending me messages of love, those are the guys that made me get back on stage today and feel confident about myself because, you know, they're brilliant. And I just came out and said, right, this is my week. I have to deliver. So I went out there and just had fun with it.
It seems like the only person that you're not impressing is Louis. He keeps going, no, it's not original, it's not authentic, he's seen it before. What?
Well, I mean, you know, with all due respect, I'm not really that worried about Louis Walsh's comments because, you know, the thing is that I like him, but I mean, you know, he's never going to like me. He's always going to call me pub, and he's always going to call me like some rocker and all this. I know every week I'm going to get bad comments from him, so I'm not really that worried about it, to be honest.
Okay, well, Joe, everybody agrees that you are very consistent, but the only thing that they've sort of... Simon, again, I know I keep saying Simon's thing, but he's the only one that ever says anything mean. He sort of said it was a little bit stage school in places.
it's the same as Lucy. I just went out there and tried my best, and I just take the comments on board and just kind of work to try and impress them.
Well, Louis said you've got to believe in yourself a bit more. I mean, do you believe in yourself?
Well, I think I've got as good a chance as anybody else. That's the way I think of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Lloyd, you've still got lipstick all over your face. How was it with all those girls tonight?
I'm just lucky I wasn't in Xtra.
Yeah. Wow, yes, this is very true. I do have some tissues. Would you like to wipe those off your face? We've got a caller on the line for you. Who's on the line?
Hi.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi.
How are you? You've got a question for Lloyd, haven't you?
Yeah, hi, Lloyd.
Hey, Ellie.
I was wondering whose idea it was for all the kisses tonight.
Brian's.
Is it Brian?
Brian's the best, yeah, and he just like, put it all together, so...
And did you get to audition the girls? Did you go, yeah, I'll have that pretty one and that pretty one and that pretty one?
Didn't have a choice at all, they were all shoved towards me.
OK, well, there you go, Ellie. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, this week, you all went to Great Ormond Street, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
So I bet you had a pretty inspirational time there, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, all good. Well, we've got a little picture of you here down at Great Ormond Street. There you go. Oh, you can see it. I know. Was it, Stacey, was it good? I mean, you see your mum and then...
It was the nicest thing ever. Like, the nicest thing is the kids are so happy, and the parents are just like, oh, they're just the nicest people. You think, oh my gosh, like, you can't imagine it, God forbid, ever being like anyone like close to her, and they're just amazing, like.
But it's surprising how uplifting it is, isn't it?
It is, because you get like nervous about it, and you think, oh, it's going to be really like. But you meet the kids, and they're so funny, and they're just running around like, oh, it's the nicest thing to see them all like happy.
And to think of they like going through life-threatening operations every
Yeah,
day,
I
do you know
know.
what I mean? And so, like, for us, I think most people tonight, you think we're only going out there to perform. There's a lot worse things in life to go through, you know?
Seem so insignificant.
No, it certainly does. It certainly does.
really
And
good.
they're only young, and they're so very brave, so... Hello, everyone at Great Ormond Street Hospital.
Hello.
Right, I've got an email here, and this is something that actually I think somebody has picked up into the press, and it's from Rachel, not that Rachel, a viewer Rachel. She says, are you, Stacey, and Ollie an item? I think you'd make a great couple. Now, in the press, they've picked up on this as well. Have a look at this, look. It says, Gavin out, Ollie and Stacey in. This is like the biggest Essex reunion in the world. Everybody's calling us and twittering. Yeah, that's you.
Well, that's not my body, is it?
We're just like brother and sister, that's all. We get on really well.
It looks just like my stepbrother, I swear.
So there's no fancying or anything?
Not at all, not at all.
You're just friends?
Yeah.
Oh, please get together. You'd be amazing together.
I'm really embarrassed.
Okay. All right, I'll move on. All right, well, shall I tell you what is something very nice, what we're about to do? It's time for somebody's family album, and I think there's only one person who deserves their family album tonight, because I think he needs a big squeeze and a cuddle and a bit of cheering up. And that's Daniel.
missing you loads and loads, especially the little kids. Aren't you guys?
Hi Dan, you rock. Dan's gonna win the X Factor. Hi Dan, you're gonna win!
Been an inspiration to all the children and all of us here, and we're so, so proud of you. We love you, Dan. Good luck.
Daniel's will win!
We just made last orders. Usual?
Daniel's got the extra factor!
Stop. Hey Dan, mate, good luck. Mate, you're doing us all very proud. We're all really proud of you down at Reading.
You're doing so well and really looking forward to what you can come up with next.
Mate, you're doing absolutely awesome. It's not the same at home without you. Really miss you, buddy.
Dan, it's great to see you from when we were kids to now and actually fulfilling your dreams. It's wicked.
Dan, I've always grown up with you just singing and dancing, and now you're doing it live on stage, and I'm just so proud of you. We love you so much, and I'm really missing you.
You're missing him. So miss you.
I remember when you were Mally's age and you used to run around singing and dancing all the time, and all you ever wanted to do was perform, and now you're living the dream, and we're just so proud.
I'm the proudest little sister in the world, loving everything you're doing. Just keep it up, keep going.
You've done so well to get as far as you have. You go for it, you give it all you've got, because you're so good, Dan.
You got to remember, isn't it? When you go through those times and you just feel so like everything's on top of you. That's what you remember.
Of course.
Do you miss your pupils?
I do. I miss my pupils. I miss like my nephew, my mum, and my sister, and like everyone at school, everyone I've taught and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they've been sending me such lovely messages and stuff, and everyone. I miss my pub. I miss my pub quiz. You know what I mean, on a Wednesday. So, but no, it's good.
Well, there you go. Little gift from us.
Thank you very much.
So tomorrow, obviously, I look forward to the group thing you're doing. What are you doing tomorrow?
Walk this way.
Walk this way.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Last week, something odd seemed to happen. I woke up on Monday, and on the front page, there was Lucy and Joseph. Will there be repercussions? Lucy's fury after tambourine bash. Did you hit her in the face with a tambourine?
This didn't even happen, right?
What happened is,
Rachel dropped a tambourine and it skimmed past Lucy. It had nothing to do with me, so I don't know where it came from.
Let me tell you what happened. So I was throwing up the tambourine. As I was trying to catch it, I just found, that it was on Lucy's face.
I think
but,
she forgot she threw it up and it just landed on me.
And then Lucy just stood there in shock.
So no fury, no argument.
I wasn't even angry. I was just like, oh my God, what just happened?
Poor little Joseph had nothing to do with it whatsoever. And there he is on the front.
Everybody was ringing us on Monday.
To start laughing, to high five.
Everybody was ringing on Monday going, why did you hit Lucy? Why have you... I was like, I didn't do it.
Well, thank you for clearing... Well, listen, thank you for clearing that up. And tomorrow we'll find out which one of you will be leaving the competition. But for now, well done. You were all absolutely superb. And a big round of applause. Right. Well, we've officially rocked the night away. Thanks to this lot, our judges, our celeb panel, and of course to you for all of your calls and for watching. Now, Halloween might be almost over, but tomorrow night at 9 p.m. we'll be joined by Master Tricker Darren Brown, plus some amazing little treats, Hardman Danny Dyer, the Man Band, the Backstreet Boys, and some band called JLS. It kind of rings a bell. See you tomorrow.
If you missed the last episode of The Xtra Factor, you can watch it with ITV Player, available at itv.com/ITV Player, or on BT Vision and Virgin Media Digital TV on demand.